Greetings, Tezos Nation. I'm Stu from the Tezos Commons. Joining me today is Alex Richetin, Head of Growth at Dogami, the Tezos-powered gaming platform bringing the Petaverse to life. Today, we have some very, very special prizes on offer. We'll be giving away 20 of the very last Dogami waitlist spots to 20 lucky TezTalks live stream viewers. If you'd like to be one of those lucky viewers, which you definitely should, keep an ear out for the keyword later on during the stream. And of course, if you have any questions for Alex that you'd like me to ask, please add them in the chat at any time, and we'll get to some of them before we wrap up. Hi,
Yes.
Alex. How are things in Paris?
Hey, fine. Everything is fine in Paris, Super busy week. We are all ready for the drop, so that's super excited, Couple of months that we are waiting for that.
Right on. A long time coming, right?
Yeah.
To get us started, can you tell us a little bit about your story and the path you've followed to become head of growth at Dogami?
Yeah, sure. It's quite a funny story, by the way. So I heard about NFT like couple months slash years ago now. It was like clearly life changing for me for because I saw some of my favorite like motion designer trying to sell their like first NFT for 5 or 6 Ethereum. I was like, okay, so that's a revolution. I want to be part of it. So I directly learn about that and learn again and dig some Discord community. And I never stopped to dig about NFT, to be honest. And so I start to talk about NFT on LinkedIn because, in French LinkedIn, in French community on LinkedIn, no one was talking about NFT. I was like, okay, guys, what are you doing? We have to talk about NFT. That's clearly game changing. We have to talk about that. So just start to make some weekly news for the French community.
Yeah.
And I put with my head of growth statue like NFT lover. And basically, Adrian, one of the founder, just search on LinkedIn like head of growth and slash NFT. And I was the first profile in front. So he just called me. The fit was here directly. So I just quit my job and joined the gaming team.
And now here you are.
Yeah,
It,
crazy, right?
it, it, it must be exciting times over there at Dogami HQ right now. Can you
Yeah.
tell us a bit about what's going on in and around the Petaverse at this stage?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy days because we will drop our first NFT batch the 22nd of February. So every team is ready to drop and to make the fairest drop possible. We want to avoid bot and etc. So we are all preparing for this date, which is super important for us. So in the next few days slash weeks, you will have the Dogami drop, whitelist sales, private sales, and public sales, and you will have the token listing. We will talk about that soon.
Awesome.
Yeah,
As head of growth as Dogami, you're personally tasked with drumming up interest and creating a buzz around Dogami and
yeah.
obviously the upcoming NFT drop. How do you think that's been going so far?
I mean, honestly, we are pretty happy about the work that we did until here because we achieved all our goal. Personally, had the goal to build a community around 60K member on Discord. We are now more than 80K, so that's okay about that. I wanted a really organic growth community that we had, so that's super cool. I wanted a good online ratio members, because it's super important. It's so easy in Discord to have like a 200K members, but if they are all bots, that not make sense. So yeah, I think we are ready and we did a super great job. So we are happy about that.
Why do you think Dogami's managed to generate such a strong level of interest in the community, aside from obviously you being good at your job?
Yeah, I mean that's a super good question. I think there is multiple answer to that. First of all, I have to answer the product. The product I think is the most important thing with your roadmap. If you have an interesting product and a good roadmap, I think you will bring some people to your project for sure. Then we have some super cool investors with some big names, that you can see on our homepage. We are backed by Animoca Brands, the Sandbox, etc., etc. So that bring us a lot of credibility in the crypto world. And I mean, we are a project based on dogs avatar, and how many dogs lover are there in the world, So that's pretty crazy. We have a huge market cap, so that's super interesting too. If you want a super interesting KPI, you have to know like around 28% of our member created their Discord account just for Dogami, for the first time. That means that we already win our mainstream objective, so that's super interesting. We just have to keep them engaged and to educate them about crypto and how to be safe in crypto and etc.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting when something like this generates interest from people that maybe
Yeah,
haven't necessarily experienced this stuff before.
yeah,
And it kind of speaks to the role that a project like this can play in the sort of the larger growth of crypto and the larger growth of the ecosystem. What role do you think metaverse, or in this case, petaverse based gaming platforms like Dogami can play in the growth of the larger crypto and blockchain space and its adoption in the future?
yeah. I mean, big project like us, like with a huge roadmap and etc., a play-to-earn game, I think will have a huge impact on the crypto sphere because basically we will help. I'm pretty sure that we will help a lot of people to get in crypto sphere. We will educate them, so that means that we will bring a lot of new people to the crypto community. I mean, we can already see that on Discord. I mean, the amount of new Tezos wallet were created. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So we already did a great job about that, I think. But we will definitely help the crypto community to get involved with Dogami and project like that, because play to earn projects are super well seen in the community. We can see Axie Infinity in the Philippines, for example. So yeah, we have so much to do, but we did a great job until here, and we just have to continue and to get the mass adoption of our crypto.
Absolutely. Do you mind if we squeeze in a couple of audience questions here?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
Gion Kim asks,
Yeah.
when one mints on launch day, will one receive a random breed or are there ways to choose?
No, it's totally randomized. Yeah, we want absolutely a fair launch, so it all will be randomized. Even for the team, we will not choose our dogamis and etc. Everything will be randomized.
Are there certain breeds that will be rarer than others?
That's a good question. Did you read our white paper?
No, I did not.
Okay, so I mean, we have a lot. We already gave a lot of information about Dogami, about NFT, about tokenomics in our white paper. So I invite you to check our white paper, obviously. But I mean, we explain our rarity score in the white paper. But what you have to understand is we created a new kind of scarcity, because basically you can raise the scarcity of your NFT by raise him. Like you will. I mean, imagine you have a bronze dog. It could be more rare than a silver dog. If you take care of him more with more attention than a bronze one, a silver one. You see what I mean?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
very interesting. It
yeah. I
definitely
mean,
is. I can see why
we
people are curious.
Yeah, we already developed our own marketplace, and basically, you will pass some time in the marketplace. You will see every statistic of your dogs, and etc. etc. It will be huge. I think people will love the marketplace.
Right on. I got another one here from Bina Production.
Yep.
You're not afraid about Rizzo Crash on Temple?
I mean, we will educate people about that. Technically, yeah, we already plan to put an announcement like, hey guys, you have 24 hours to mint, so take your time. Everything gonna be all right. You just have to be patient. If it's not working the first time, just try again. Like 5 minutes later, it's okay. Technically, we have time to do well everything. So I think it will be okay. But it's on site to communicate well about that. So.
Okay.
It's our own plan for sure.
Mind Trivia asks, will you welcome third-party developers in the future?
I mean, that's pretty tricky question. I'm not sure I can answer to that right now, but we'll see, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. Will Dogami be usable on other BFT projects like Sandbox, Doga?
Okay, that's a tricky question too, because you can see on our homepage that basically we have the sandbox as investors. So technically, yeah, we can do something with the sandbox. The question is when and exactly what will we do, So we will bring the answer later, for sure.
All right. One more.
Yeah.
Timothy says, I'm super interested in the kind of games or competition you'll be able to participate in with your
Yeah.
dog. What
Yeah.
kind will this be?
So basically, in our white paper, we already talked about some Olympic games. So yeah, you have to understand obviously that we are not just like a NFT project. We are a play-to-earn game. So we will create some games. We'll create some jobs for the dogs in the Petaverse, etc., etc. Yeah, for now, we decide to plan like some Olympic games for dogs. So I cannot really give you some details about that, but you will have some details soon. Don't forget that our game will launch in a couple of months, like not like in 2 or 3 weeks, but
Yeah.
2 or 3 months. So we have some job to do again, until this
It
time.
sounds like everyone's looking forward to exploring once it does.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
We'll get to a couple more viewer questions a little bit later on.
Yeah, sure.
All great stuff so far. I'm really excited to learn a bit more. But before we get into the nitty gritty, are you ready for the world famous TezTalks lightning round?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Great.
Okay.
Just before we do that, I'd like to announce today's keyword for the highly coveted Dogami waitlist spots on offer today. The keyword is !Doga, all in caps. So enter the
Oh.
keyword !Doga in the live stream chat, and Nightbot will randomly select today's winners, who will announce before the end of the stream. Okay, now, Alex, it's lightning round time. Remember, there are
Yeah,
no
let's go.
wrong answers. This is
Okay, I'm
just for
ready.
fun, just so our listeners can get to know you a little bit better. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Number one, cats or dogs?
Dogs, definitely.
That
Yeah,
was a trick question.
yeah.
Um, showers or baths?
I mean, shower every day, every day. I mean, that's funny because today I read a post on LinkedIn about a friend of mine talking about some guys who were taking some cold shower every morning. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I don't even imagine that is possible. I'm clearly on the side of the hot shower every morning.
Absolutely. I mean, I've heard there's some benefit to taking cold showers, but I'm not willing to try it out.
Yeah, imagine every morning cold shower. It could be a bit rude.
Okay, back to the lightning. Chicken or fish?
Chicken or fish, chicken to eat and fish for fishing because I love fishing. I'm from Bordeaux and precisely from the Bassin d'Arcachon. So I used to go on my boat and to do some fishing in summer. So I love fishing there, but I prefer to eat some chicken every like during the week.
Sounds fair. Beaches or mountains?
Beaches, definitely beaches.
Nice.
Particularly never skiing. I don't really like that. I prefer sun and beaches. Yeah.
Okay. True or false? Money buys happiness.
Tricky one. I think it depends of what you meaning about happiness, because basically, if you want some luxury thing, money will buy you some happiness. But I think it really depends of your definition of happiness.
Sure.
I don't
Name
take risk.
Name one thing you definitely want to do before you die.
I mean, I'm such involved in Dogami projects that I really want to be Dogami famous worldwide. I think we can do that, and I really want to work in the next few years only on Dogami and how we can grow the community, keep the community engaged, and develop our project in other countries, and it will be huge. So I'm 100% focused on Dogami for now. So for Dogami for life, for sure.
Well, dogs are universal. It doesn't matter where in the world you are.
Yeah,
People love their dogs.
yeah. I want to make some skate in the Petaverse before the, with my dog before I die. That's all I ask.
The last place you traveled was?
It was Corsica this summer. It's an
Lovely.
island in France. A super nice place to fish, to relax, and to swim.
Right on. In 5 words or less, how would your best friend describe you?
Describe me. I'm a super honest guy. Pretty much always say what I want to say, even if it causes some issue. So I guess honest, passionate, obviously, because I'm fucking passionate. And I talk to Dogami and NFT with all my friends and family like 24/7. So passionate for sure. I really like a sentence which is mindset is everything. I really like this because technically I really trust that you pretty much can do in this world in 2022 pretty much what you want if you really want it. If you want to do something, just do it. Learn about it. You can in 2022 you can learn everything about every subject on the internet. That's an opportunity, right? So if you want to do something, just do something. You just have to have the mindset for that.
Yeah. Definitely harkens back to your origin story where you quit your job and jumped ship
Yeah,
to Dogami, right?
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
Final question. What is your favorite song?
Favorite song? Okay, that's a super hard question because basically I listen music every day. So my weekly favorite song is called Je veux tout from a French artist called Kemler. Basically, I used to listen some French rap music. I really like that, but chill one.
Excellent answers. This concludes the TezTalk lightning round. Now let's get back into it.
Yeah, sure.
For anybody listening who's sort of seen interest in Dogami grow over the past few months, has a project they might be working on, they might like to do some growth for as well.
Yeah.
What tips and pointers can you offer based on your experience with Dogami?
Yeah, that's a good question, and I really want to give my feedback about that because we built a community from zero. So if I can share my feedback and help other Tezos fellow, it could be super cool. So first of all, at Dogami, we choose to never made any kind of paid promotion. And that I think it's a really good idea to build organically a community. Because basically, okay, you paid some influencers to bring some people on your Discord, but basically you would just have some flippers, not diamond hand. And you and me knows how important it is to have more and more diamond hand in your community because basically it's super important for the growth of the community. So for my experience, I would say no paid promotion, focus on organic growth. We tried once an invite contest. It was cool because we get like plus 9K people in 24 hours on our Discord.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, but it was not super interested people because we made an invite contest for waitlist basically. And it was not super cool. We planned to make another one, but we didn't do it. So I would say no paid promotion and try to avoid any kind of invite contest, because it's not super useful for your community.
Okay. what do you think differentiates the projects that succeed in capturing the public's attention and getting that organic growth from those that don't? Is it more the appeal of the project itself, or the way that it's marketed, or somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in the middle. I mean, some project get super hype thanks to their like one or two famous names, like Metaverse, for example, and some project got hype because thanks to their roadmap. So I mean, it's probably somewhere in the middle, yeah, for sure.
Okay. We have another viewer question here from
Yeah.
Regular Guy HQ. Are you planning to add private nodes during the public sale?
Yeah, it's already did. Yeah, definitely, it's already did. We'll make an announcement about that. We have some private node, and we will just explain people how to get the node, before the mint.
Okay. Now, obviously, at some point along the way, the Dogami team made the decision to work with Tezos.
Yeah.
What do you think? What appealed to you and the Dogami team about Tezos specifically? When obviously there were any number of blockchains that you could have chosen to work with on this project.
Yeah, that's a super good question. I mean, we made already an article on Medium about that, about the 5 reasons why we choose Dogami, why we choose Tezos, sorry. I mean, that's pretty simple. We choose Tezos because basically we have clean NFT on Tezos, hashtag clean NFT for my Twitter's fellows. You have on Tezos, basically, you have a super low gas fee, which is super important for us because, we want to be a mainstream play to earn mobile game. So we can't just say people, hey, buy our NFT and pay like 50% of the NFT price in gas fee. That's not working like that. So we had to find a blockchain with super low gas fee. I mean, we have our CTO called Bilal used to work on Tezos blockchain for a couple past last years, so it was really simple for us to get in touch with Tezos ecosystem, and he already knew how to build some project on Tezos, how to make some tokenomics on Tezos, and etc. So yeah, I think, I mean, you can read our Medium article, but that's the main reason, I guess.
Okay. And since making that decision, I guess more specifically since you came on board with Dogami, what has the experience been like working with the people in this ecosystem and dealing with the people in this community?
I mean, I love so much the Tezos community. I mean, every time I try to talk to someone in the Tezos community, it was such a nice contact. People are open-minded, are super cool. I talked a lot with founders of other Tezos project because I think we are all part of the same family. We all want to make Tezos the biggest blockchain ever because we already know that Tezos has super good advantage compared to Ethereum, for example. So I think we are all in the same boat, and we want just to do the best for Tezos and for our project. So every time I try to contact some Tezos founders project or anyone in Tezos, I was always like well received. Everyone was super open minded, super happy to talk about any kind of subject. So I really like the mindset of the Tezos community.
Right on. Another viewer queue here.
Yeah.
After reading the white paper, I'm still not sure about the breeding. Can I really
Yeah.
only breed with another player, or can I just buy 2 Dogas and breed myself? That's Adrian.
Okay, that's a point that I cannot really clarify now because, as you know, the game will launch in a couple months, so we have time to decide precisely and to announce precisely exactly what we want to do about breeding. I know, guys, you have some question about the white paper and some answers maybe still missing, but don't worry, we will publish everything as soon as we can about that.
Awesome. Here's another one. Do you
Yeah.
spread out to other chains as Dogami grows? That's Regular Guy HQ again.
Yeah, I mean, not really, but we'll see in the future how it goes. but not really for now.
Okay. Cedric asks, what can Alex say? Oh, you know this guy. Okay.
Okay, I don't know this guy, but I know the question because I saw the question every day on Discord. Yeah, did you saw
Golden
that
Bones
you?
utility. This is the
Yeah,
question.
do you know the golden bonds? Maybe.
I don't
Do
know
you
the
know what?
answer to this.
Yeah, but do you know what is the what are the golden bonds? Yeah, you know it, right? I mean, so the subject is we made an airdrop, a free airdrop to reward the community. And we wanted to reward the community with some cool in-game accessories slash object to use, so consumable. So I cannot give you the answer why right now because I don't want to people speculate on Dogami. Basically, I just wanted to reward my community and give them some cool NFT before the drop, to be sure that everyone got a Tezos address and etc. It was super cool experience. But things escalated too quickly, man.
Of course, of course.
The bonds for price is like more than 15 Tezos right now. So it's pretty crazy, and I'm a bit afraid to give the answer right now because I don't want to to bump the floor,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Obviously, people are very curious about what the Petaverse is going to be like.
Yeah,
And they would obviously would like to know the specifics of what's going to go on, and um, it sounds like there's a lot of things that you maybe can't really get into at this stage in the game, which totally makes sense.
yeah.
Um, what can you tell us about the Petaverse and what people should be excited about as the NFT drop happens and the game actually launches?
Yeah, technically, I can give you some insights. It's pretty simple. You can imagine a 3D world, and in this world, you can do pretty much everything with your dog's avatar. So everything you can imagine, we want to give you the possibility to do it in the Petaverse. It's like a GTA, but for the pets and for now for the dogs, obviously. And we really want to put in it the Ubisoft touch, because Gregory Malodou worked like 15 years in Ubisoft at Ubisoft. So we have Ubisoft as investors. So you can imagine like a GTA with a touch of Ubisoft, something like that, and your avatar will be a dog, obviously.
Okay.
Uh,
I understand there may be some augmented reality aspects to this whole thing.
yeah,
Can you tell us about your sort of vision for using AR elements in the Petaverse?
yeah, that's a super cool question because we already published something on Instagram, like an AR filter. So you can already use it. You can find it on our Instagram page, and you can use your phone and directly see your NFT on page, or something like that. It's super cool. We put in it on 8 breed for now, so it can give you an overview of what you can expect from the AR feature. So obviously you will have your NFT in the AR feature, and why we choose to develop the AR feature is because we really want to create like a bonding feeling between your dog and you. So how you do that technically? I mean, it's pretty annoying to just see your dogs under the. How can we really create a bonding level between the owner of the NFT and the dog? So we decided to put the dogs in the real world, and for that we need the AR feature, obviously.
Very cool. So moving forward
Yeah.
from where things are at right now, do you have specific goals and plans for building on the growth that you've managed to generate so far?
Yeah, obviously. That's why I love so much Dogami, and I see myself in Dogami for like every every year until I die, because we basically have a good project with a good roadmap, and we have so much to do. We are actually at the NFT phase. So that means that we are focused on doing the best drop ever, the best drops that we can do for our NFT. And after the NFT drop, we will list our Doga token. So we will make a drop for our token. We will reward some Dogami holders with some airdrop Doga token. And so after the NFT drop, we'll be focused on the token listing. After the token listing, we'll be focused on the game, but not only on the game. Why? Because in the Petaverse, we already told to people that we wanted like 300 breeds in the Petaverse. Okay, so we are now dropping 10 breeds. So we still have like 290 breeds to put in the Petaverse. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of my roadmap, life roadmap, you know.
But it sounds like the priority right now,
Yeah,
obviously, all of this will have a knock-on effect, right? Where if the drop goes well, that will continue to generate the interest. If people are talking about the NFTs that they got from the drop, and if that generates a buzz, that will generate buzz for the tokens, and
yeah,
so on, right?
yeah.
What do you think you guys need to do to make sure that the drop goes smoothly?
The NFT drop, only focus on the NFT drop.
Yeah.
What we need to do, we need to have some people ready to buy, of course. We need to have some jam on hand, and we need to be not hacked, obviously, because we can already saw so much project get hacked before the drop. I'm actually a bit stressed about that. So I think we did our best to avoid any kind of hack, but we can never know. So that's we will see that in the next few days. But we already built a super cool community. I mean, you can see on our Discord how smooth are people, how nice are them with the new members and etc. So I mean, all should be fine, I guess. We already have like the amount of white spots that we want, the amount of alpha communities that we want. And we have more than the whitelist people who want to buy some NFT for the public sale. So finger crossed, we should sell that.
It sounds a bit stressful.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of pressure. Yeah, honestly. But I like that. Honestly, that's not a problem.
Yeah. So the whitelist period for Dogami is coming to an end here, correct?
Yeah, exactly. It's coming to an end probably tomorrow evening. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. For those who might have been unable to secure a spot on the whitelist, but they still
yeah,
want to participate in the upcoming drop, what's
yeah.
the process like?
Okay, so technically it's super simple. The 20-second will make our private sale. Okay, so we'll sell let's say like 3, 4, 6 to 6K NFT. That means that we'll have like around 2K NFT for the public sale. So we absolutely want to avoid any kind of bots for the public sale. We really want to allow any new members or members of the gaming community to buy a dog in public sale. So how we can do that technically? We will make 3 times during the 23rd of February day. We'll make some announcement on Discord, and we keep the first come first serve principle. So I will make an announcement like, hey guys, there is a link. Go on this link and put in it your Tezos address, and we will have like 800 entries, and I will close the form, and then I will reopen the form like 6 hours later, because we want to do something super fair for every time zone, because we have members in Europe, we have members in Asia, we have members in America, USA, so we will do that, for the public sale. So if you are not whitelisted right now and you want to be part of the public sale of Dogami, it's super simple. Just go on Discord when you can, the 23rd of February.
23rd of February.
Yeah.
Okay. We're almost at the end here.
Yeah.
The winners of today's Dogami whitelist spots can be found in the chat. We're going to put those up. We're going to put those up pretty quick here. Congratulations to anybody that managed to get one. To claim those, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Good job, guys.
To claim your whitelist spots, email us at social@tezoscommons.org. That will be in the chat as well. We'll request a screenshot for verification that you're the account owner, and then we'll get your shiny new whitelist spots confirmed for you just as quick as we can.
Yep.
For those who missed out today, we remind you there are always plenty of awesome giveaways here on the TezTalks live stream, so keep tuning in. If you'd like to get in touch with us, our social media links can be found at tezoscommons.org/TezTalks. We'd love to hear from you. Alex, thanks so much for joining us today. It's always awesome to speak to the folks who are working behind the scenes, marketing awesome things like Dogami on the Tezos and keeping Tezos at the forefront of the blockchain revolution. Is there anything else you'd like to mention before we sign off?
I mean, if I can just say thank you to some members of our community who are here, it was really a pleasure for me to build this community since the start to until now, a couple of days before the drop. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as much excited as me because I will not sleep the next week for sure, and I hope everything will be fine for the drop. And I know that we cannot give an NFT to everyone who wants an NFT, so I apologize for that. But just guys, keep in mind that we are a play-to-earn game, and we will make other drops, and we will launch super cool things in the next few weeks. So keep engaged with the community, and thank you again for your support, guys. Really appreciate it.
And there's 290 more breeds on the way, right? This is not nearly the end.
Yeah, keep that in mind, please. Yeah, super important.
Awesome. So to everyone out there in Tezos land, thanks for joining us on the TezTalks live stream. I'm Stu from the Tezos Commons. Our awesome guest has been Alex Richetin or Richetin?
Richetin. In French, we say Richetin, tout à fait.
Alex Richetin from Dogami. Yeah. Now let's go get non-fungible.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Thank you again for the invitation.